Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you like this video, click the subscribe button, and if you didn't like it, click the button anyway, not to hurt my feeling. Haha. Now, let's get started.
Hackneyed, hapless, harbinger, hedonism, hegemony, heresy, hermetic, homily, husbandry, hyperbole, iconoclast, idiosyncrasy, ignominy, illicit, immutable, impartial, impeccable, impervious, impetuous, impugn, inane, incantation, incense, incongruous, incorrigible, increment, indigent, ineffable, inert, inexorable, infatuated, infinitesimal, ingenuous, injunction, innocuous, inordinate, insatiable, insidious, insipid, insolent, instigate, intractable, intransigent, invective, inveterate, irrevocable.
それでは、10個ずつ、イメトレ、定義、例文を流します。頑張ってね。
Hackneyed, hapless, harbinger, hedonism, hegemony, heresy, hermetic, homily, husbandry, hyperbole,
hackneyed, overused, trite, stale. The singular storyline puts a twist on a hackneyed subject, providing fresh and provocative entertainment. Hapless, unlucky. Co-star Jeff Bridges is a hapless Columbia math professor who turns to jelly in the presence of beautiful women. Harbinger, a forerunner, a signal of. Lu Xun will be forever celebrated as the glorious harbinger of a new Chinese cultural movement. Hedonism, the pursuit of pleasure as a way of life. And consumerism, hedonism and mammonism are the power that causes the advertisement to become culture. Hegemony, leadership, especially of one nation over another. It fights for its own hegemony in literature. Wherever it triumphs, the older genres go into decline. Heresy, any belief that is strongly opposed to established beliefs. A theology teacher once advised his class to read one good book of heresy a year. Hermetic, impervious to external influence. Airtight. After each test, no visible damage shall be manifested, nor shall the hermetic seal break down. Homily, a sermon. During his homily, Pope Benedict addressed the issue of unity, which has been a theme of his visit. Husbandry, thrifty management of resources. Livestock farming. Nations around the world are changing animal husbandry practices to block the potential spread of deadly animal disease to the dinner table. Hyperbole, an exaggeration used as a figure of speech. Exaggeration. One might forgive the hyperbole in a politician, but it is less easy to take from academic or journalistic critics.
Iconoclast, idiosyncrasy, ignominy, illicit, immutable, impartial, impeccable, impervious, impetuous, impugn.
Iconoclast. One who attacks popular beliefs or institutions. Easygoing and seemingly indolent, he was in fact a prodigious worker with an obsession for his job. Idiosyncrasy. A peculiarity. An eccentricity. Romantic fanciful thoughts and connotative and elegant idiosyncrasy unfold rich and tender feeling. Ignominy. Deep disgrace. The Workers' Coalition experienced the ignominy of total defeat in the last election. Illicit. Illegal. Not permitted. Seizures of illicit drugs have increased by 30% this year. Immutable. Unchangeable. Conservatives dug in and insisted that dogmas were immutable and hierarchies indispensable. Impartial. Fair. Not favoring one side or the other. Unbiased. The broadcasting media are statutorily required to be impartial. Impeccable. Flawless. Entirely without sin. The furnishings and paintings had been chosen with impeccable taste. Impervious. Not allowing anything to pass through. Impenetrable. The Japanese economy is supposed to be impervious to market forces. Impetuous. Impulsive. Extremely impatient. The Prime Minister may now be regretting her impetuous promise to reduce unemployment by half. Impugn. To attack, especially to attack the truth or integrity of something. The Secretary's letter questions my veracity and impugns my motives.
Inane. Incantation. Incense. Incongruous. Incorrigible. Increment. Indigent. Ineffable. Inert. Inexorable.
Inane. Silly. Senseless. Such comments are inane because they don't help us solve our problem. Incantation. A chant. The repetition of statements or phrases in a way reminiscent of a chant. Now whose incantations of the old slogans of national independence and identity sounded more and more hollow. Incense. To make very angry. The villagers are incensed at the decision to close the railway station. Incongruous. Not harmonious. Not consistent. Not appropriate. Not fitting in. Such traditional methods seem incongruous in our technical age. Incorrigible. Incapable of being reformed. Even after spending a year in jail, the young man remains incorrigible and unafraid of the law. Increment. An increase. One in a series of increases. Lately the annual pay raise has been in the form of a $2,000 increment. Indigent. Poor. The government has a healthcare program for indigent individuals who cannot obtain their own medical plan. Ineffable. Incapable of being expressed or described. There was a spring in his step, an ineffable calmness dressing his sun-browned face. Inert. Inactive. Sluggish. Not reacting chemically. The president has to operate within an inert political system. Inexorable. Relentless. Inevitable. Unavoidable. The steady inexorable process of exploitation, with great cost to the environment, has gone on and on.
Infatuated. Infinitesimal. Ingenuous. Injunction. Innocuous. Inordinate. Insatiable. Insidious. Insipid. Insolent. Instigate. Intractable. Intransigent. Invective. Inveterate. Irrevocable.
Infatuated. Foolish. Foolishly passionate or attracted. Made foolish. Foolishly in love. Being infatuated is a lot like taking amphetamines. Infinitesimal. Very small. Infinitely small. Even an infinitesimal change in temperature will be recorded by the equipment. Ingenuous. Frank. Without deception, simple. Artless. Charmingly naive. With ingenuous sincerity, he captivated his audience. Injunction. A command or order, especially a court order. They have obtained an injunction restraining the company from selling the product. Innocuous. Harmless. Banal. The wording may look innocuous, but it is of vital importance. Inordinate. Excessive. Unreasonable. They devote an inordinate amount of time, effort and resource to developing high-caliber managers. Insatiable. Hard or impossible to satisfy. Greedy. Avaricious. There seems to be an insatiable demand for more powerful computers. Insidious. Treacherous. Sneaky. High blood pressure is an insidious condition which has few symptoms. Insipid. Dull. Bland. Banal. For decades viewers were force-fed insipid official propaganda and newspeak. Insolent. Arrogant. Insulting. Although she didn't actually say anything offensive, her expression was sulky, insolent, and hostile. Instigate. To provoke. To stir up. It would not prove worthwhile to instigate a nuclear attack. Intractable. Uncontrollable. Stubborn. Disobedient. The economy still faces intractable problems. Intransigent. Uncompromising. Stubborn. Owing to their intransigent attitude we were unable to reach an agreement. Invective. Insulting or abusive speech. They are full of antagonism as well as invective rhetoric. Inveterate. Habitual. Firm in habit. Deeply rooted. Many inveterate smokers are never able to quit completely. Irrevocable. Irreversible. Following consolidation, farmers would have irrevocable freehold tenure to their land.
お疲れ様でした。眠ってしまっている人はいませんか？それでは、クイズの時間です。
Now, tell me the definition of each word before I move on to the next one. Are you ready? Hackneyed. Hapless. Harbinger. Hedonism. Hegemony. Heresy. Hermetic. Homily. Husbandry. Hyperbole. Iconoclast. Idiosyncrasy. Ignominy. Illicit. Immutable. Impartial. Impeccable. Impervious. Impetuous. Impugn. Inane. Incantation. Incense. Incongruous. Incorrigible. Increment. Indigent. Ineffable. Inert. Inexorable. Infatuated. Infinitesimal. Ingenuous. Injunction. Innocuous. Inordinate. Insatiable. Insidious. Insipid. Insolent. Instigate. Intractable. Intransigent. Invective. Inveterate. Irrevocable.
Thank you for watching. I see you soon. Bye.